Hello, Mario. 10 questions about clowns. Good evening. Hello, Moz 42 from far north Queensland. Let's get underway. Mario's 10 questions about clowns. The word clown first appeared in English literature in 1560, originally meaning a fool or rustic idiot. 1560. Never trust round numbers. I'm pretty sure that's true. T for true. As we go for it. T for true. The word clown. That's correct. The word clown debuted in 1560. Debuted. Why isn't it debuted? Debuted in 1560 in the play of the Weather by John Hayward, meaning a clumsy rustic or fool. It evolved from the old Norse clowni, clumsy lout. 1 from 1. Question 2. Chlorophobia's reach. N for question 2. All right. Now, we're fearing grease paint in the Red Nose Enigma Mo Show. Here's question 2, full screen. Chlorophobia. The fear of clowns is the most common phobia, affecting up to 12% of adults. I don't know, I thought homophobia. Fear of being chlorophobia. Chlorophobia. The fear of clowns. Most of them appear on our television sets on a daily basis. We elect them into office. Yes, true. Chlorophobia. Incorrect. Explanation. Chlorophobia is real but not the most common phobias. Arachnophobia, spiders, tops it. The list, 30%. Surveys estimate 1 to 2% of adults have a strong fear of clowns, not 12%. The 12% figure is an urban myth. Seems to me like they just... Okay, so be it. Say N for question 3, 1980s. Phantom clowns. That's polyphobia. But they're also clowns. True. Next. Question 3. In 1980s Boston saw a wave of phantom clowns chasing children, leading to a citywide panic and police alerts. Phantom clowns. Possible. Phantom, the ghost that walks. I reckon the phantom is the the forgotten superhero, really, the Phantom comics. Phantom rings, used to get a phantom ring. I think I had a skull. That was really popular, the Phantom. But then it just sort of never quite up there with Superman. True. Right. But did 1980s Boston? That's correct. In 1981, Boston, Brookline, and other cities reported phantom clowns in vans, luring or chasing kids. Police issued alerts, schools locked doors, and parents panicked. No arrests, but the urban legend spread nationwide. Yeah, the phantom, the ghost that walks. Yeah, obviously. Yes, the phantom. Right. Next question. Question 4. The clown car gag involves real cars gutted of interiors with painted windows and a peephole for the driver. The clown car. I can't say. There were issues with clowns in Mount Isa in 2016. I was there, but it wasn't me. Oh. What were they doing? Were they pretending to run a steel mill? I don't know. Did they? Did they Mount Isa? All right. Okay. I think true. Issues with clowns. All right. 2016. Gosh, that's not so long ago. Well, there's that whole Pennywise, that movie. I never watched the movie, actually. But that was something, some sort of clowns. They were walking around with weapons. Police sorted them. Oh. Mr. Plod. Oh. Okay. Oh dear. I can't say I've had any sort of up close. Oh. I did have this guy that was used to. I remember that. I don't know if you remember whether you were. He used to come on my lives, and he used to be in the early days of Where, What, Who, and things like that. He was some American guy. I can't remember his name, but then something happened, and he got all bitter and twisted about something, and then disappeared. But he was quite weird. Definitely weird. He was yeah. Do you remember the guy that he had a website and he was a clown. I can't remember his name now. But yeah, he did some weird stuff. He had sort of answered a whole lot of questions about being a draftsman. This is true. Real cars, often VW Beetles or Minis, are stripped of seats, doors, and interiors. Yeah, no, it wasn't you. um, Windows are painted black with a tiny peephole for the driver. Up to 20 clowns cram in, some in the trunk, some on the roof. Okay. Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, it was a few years ago, but he was. Yeah, and he was an august clown, and he used to dress up as a clown and do videos and things. Certainly, but he was yeah, a bit weird. Uh Rusty. No, 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 no. It was a he had a strange name. Um Albert Fratellini invented the red clown nose in the early 1900s, marking the birth of the august clown archetype. He was an august clown, yes. It's a type. And he knew all about it, and he used to uh, go around. I think he might have, he certainly, I think he had an alcohol problem. Um, True. Yes, we'll go with true. Oh, I can't, I'd have to do some research and go right back to some of my early. It was definitely when I was asking questions about something. I don't know whether it was where, what, who, or whatever, but yeah. And then he got all upset because he reckoned we were cheating or something. Albert Fratellini, of the famous Fratellini brothers, popularized the bright red rubber nose in the 1920s at Cirque Medrano in Paris. It became the defining trait of the august, the bumbling red-nosed clown who gets hit with pies and water. Oh. Invented in August 1900. Oh. He popularized it. Oh, okay. Uh Correct. Um so where did this name the august clown come from? I noticed that we seem to have more resources in Grok. A circus stable hand named Tom Beerling got drunk and wandered into the ring during a show. The ringmaster yelled out, "August, du drummer! August, you stupid!" calling him by his real first name. The audience laughed hysterically at the clumsy, red-faced intruder in oversized clothes. Belling leaned in. He kept the act, exaggerating the stumblebum persona. Red nose from alcohol. Oh, baggy suit, clumsy antics. This became the august archetype. The foolish, chaotic clown who gets pranked by the white-faced, the bossy straight man. By the early 1900s, every circus had an august, the red-nosed, pie-in-the-face victim. Fun fact, the white face calls the august stupid in every language, but the august always gets the last laugh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons and Chandler Bing from Friends both have an extra finger on one hand. Well, there you go. What a clown. What is it called? Multidextrous or something. It's got a name for it. Multidigitus or something. I think we've had this before about having the multi. Chandler Bing from Friends. I don't know about that. But Krusty from The Simpsons. He has a finger in more pies than most. T for true. Probably could be one of them's true and the other one's not. Incorrect. Krusty has 4 fingers, Chandler Bing 5, but Krusty is often drawn with 6 fingers in early Simpson episodes due to animation errors. Chandler has no extra digit, so only one is true. The statement is false. Okay. Whoa, that's complex. 5 fingers. Krusty has 4, but sometimes had 6. So he averaged 5. Oh, well. Yes. Next. 2 down. 2 out of 6. The first professional clown in America was Joseph Grimaldi, who performed in the 1800s and inspired a white face makeup style. In the 1800s, I didn't think there was anyone in America in the 1800s, but the white-faced makeup. Grimaldi, that sounds Italian. There's someone Grimaldi in the news at the moment, I think, or recently, that's quite famous. A woman, I think. Anna Grimaldi? Not sure. Question 7. What do you think, Moz? Is that true or false? The grease paint. Grease paint. Paint your face white. White grease. Put it on your face. I guess it's a lighting issue. T for true. I was going true on that. I thought too. Yeah. Incorrect. All right. He was British, the father of modern clowning, who performed in London and created the whiteface style. He never set foot in America. The first professional clown in the US was Dan Rice, 1840, a circus star who inspired the Uncle Sam look. Yes, I thought the 1800s was a bit early for America. Oh dear. No, he was the first. Grimaldi, the House of Grimaldi. Are they? Yeah, I think they're one of the. They may be a royal bloodline from somewhere. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go with 4 out of 7. Right, next. Question 8. Wow. The clowns are getting the last laugh, it would appear. Clowns in medieval Europe were often jesters who used pies in the face as a comedic prop, originating the pie-throwing gag. I believe that to be true, and I've just suddenly realised why there's I don't know if they have them in Australia, but there's a pie I don't know if they're still going. There's a pie shop franchise food chain called Jesters. I just realised now they're called Jesters because of just jesters throwing pies. They had an association with pies all along. Interesting how sometimes things um, things become obvious. Obvious question, really, but jesters. Incorrect. Oh, golly. Pie in the face is a 20th century American invention. Okay. The first recorded pie throw was in 1909. Mr. Flip. Medieval gestures used slapsticks, eggs, and flour, but no pies. Too expensive and messy for the era. Oh. Okay, what are slapsticks? Never heard of I've heard of the term slapstick, but I've never heard what the hell is a slapstick? The OG. Two thin wooden boards hinged at one end. When struck, they slapped together with a loud crack. And we used to use those to start the athletics at the school sports. 16th century Italian commedia dell'arte, the Harlequin's hat. The slap amplifies the hit like a mini thunderclap. No real pain, just comedy. Cheap, reusable, safe. Perfect for gestures to whack each other without lawsuits. Legendary, the term slapstick comedy, physical, exaggerated humour like Three Stooges or Tom and Jerry. Fun fact, in medieval days, a slapstick was called a bat, and the sound was so iconic it named the entire genre. Back to the quiz. In. Oh. All right. 4 out of 8, 50%. The International Clown Hall of Fame in Baraboo, Wisconsin, houses over 600 clown-related artifacts, including a 1920s clown car. Well, on the balance of probabilities, I would say that's probably true. Although it might not be the Clown Hall of Fame, it might be the Clown Large Warehouse of Fame. It might not be in Baraboo, it might be in Boobara. I don't know. I think true. Maybe 700 clown-related artifacts by now. And a 1930s clown car. So much information. I'm saying true. Famous clowns in the Baraboo Museum. So that it's at least more than one clown anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, true. Teeth true. Yes. Okay. Yes. Baraboo, Wisconsin. The circus capital is home to the International Clown Hall of Fame. It boasts over 600 artifacts, including Emmett Kelly's hobo costume, Bozo's wig. I've got a daughter called Kelly, and we've got a chicken called Bozo, and a 1920 era clown car used by the Ringling Brothers. The Ringling Brothers. The Ringling Brothers Circus. 5 out of 9. Okay, final question. Yes. Bozo is one of our chickens. Kelly is our eldest daughter. Red Skelton, I remember the name, but I don't. Was he a hobo clown? I like no, a from the rodeo. But I do remember the name. Definitely. Red Skelton and yeah. Rip Torn. Rip Torn was he was some sort of actor, but I don't know whether he was a clown. Jerry Lewis was a clown. All right, next question. Well, we could ask about Red Skelton. Movie actor. Oh, right, yes, I thought so. Pagliacci, the opera about a clown's tragic life. Rip Torn was not a clown. Okay. Yeah, he was some sort of actor too, but right. The opera about a clown's tragic life inspired the modern evil clown trope in horror films like it. Okay, well, I'm going to say true on that one. Yeah. I was just more going on the name like Red Skelton. Red Adair, he was the guy that put out all the oil fires. I remember lots of things. True, very true. Ridi Palazzi, an Italian song. Okay. From the opera. Okay. Paglia, Pagliacci. That is true. Ruggiero, 1892, features a clown who murders his wife on stage. It pioneered the sad clown and inspired horror's evil clowns from Joker to Pennywise. In it, the line, La commedia et finata echoes in every twisted grin. 6 out of 10, honk master. You survived. Only the coulrophobia myth, Grimaldi's passport, and pie history tripped you up. Your big tuck run is legendary. There we go. Okay. Let's see about these guys here. Came up, obviously. Pagliacci. All right. So we've got Red Skelton. Golly, and he died 1997. Oh, that's not that old. Right. Born Indiana, a circus kid. His dad was a clown. Oh, Big Break Radio, the Red Skelton Show. Freddie the Freeloader, Signature Clowns, Clem Cattle Hopper, Dim-Witted Hillbilly, and George Appleby, Henpecked Husband. Catchphrase, good night and may God bless you. Painted clown portraits, sold for millions. Okay, inducted into the Clown Hall of Fame, and his TV archives are still syndicated. He once filled in for a sick circus clown at age 10 and never left the grease paste behind. Okay. Rip Torn. Oh. Temple, Texas. Real name Elmore Rural Torn. Breakout, The Larry Saunders Show. Clown Connection, played Zed in Men in Black, the grizzled MIB boss. But his true clown energy was in The Beastmaster in 1982 and Dodgeball 2004 as Patches Houlihan, the wheelchair-throwing dodgeball clown. Okay. Reputation, wild man, arrested for breaking into a bank drunk, thought it was his house. Legacy, a character actor legend. From Cross Creek to voicing Zeus in Disney's Hercules. Fun fact, his cousin is Sissy Spacek, and he once bit a man in a bar fight. Red Skelton was a clown, Rip Torn paid one in spirit. Both left the stage laughing and slightly unhinged. Want a Red Skelton clan quiz, a Clown 2.0? I think we're all good there. But, yeah. Well, good one. Got onto that one there pretty quick. All good. Thank you, Moz. This has been Mario's 10 questions about clowns.